Welcome to the fascinating world of rare coins, where everyday change can hold extraordinary value. Whether you're a curious beginner or a seasoned collector, you're in the right place to discover hidden treasures that could change your fortune. Get ready to explore the stories, secrets, and surprises behind some of the most valuable coins ever minted. Let's get started. The world of coin collecting hides some remarkable surprises, especially when it comes to the rare and enigmatic coins. From the United States bicentennial era, among the most mysterious and sought after are the elusive 1981 Liberty USA 5-cent coins, often mistakenly linked to the bicentennial celebrations due to design confusion or collector hype. While the official bicentennial commemorations were in 1976, many post-1976 coins, particularly those from the early 1980s, have gained legendary status due to minting anomalies, rare design features, or unexpected errors. The 1981 Liberty 5-cent coin has captured collectors' imaginations with rumors of misstrikes, off-center errors, and experimental finishes that have made some examples worth astonishing sums on the open market. What makes these 1981 Liberty Nickels stand out isn't just the date, it's the mystery surrounding certain specimens. Some collectors report coins that feature unusual die clashes, double strikes, or even an odd metallic composition that wasn't standard for the year. These aren't fantasy tales. Authenticated examples of such error coins have fetched thousands, and even tens of thousands of dollars in high-stakes auctions. A small number of these coins are believed to have been part of experimental runs by the U.S. Mint, never intended for public release, but accidentally entered circulation. Such coins are numismatic gold mines. If you're lucky enough to find one, you may be holding a piece of hidden American history worth far more than its face value. One of the most compelling elements of the 1981 Liberty 5-cent coin's appeal is its mysterious superimposed value or dual image appearance seen in a handful of rare examples. These are believed to be the result of a minting anomaly known as a clashed die, where the dies that strike the coins collide without a planchet between them, transferring a ghostly outline of the reverse design onto the obverse. This can create the illusion of a value or date being superimposed in ways that defy the usual minting process. For collectors, such imperfections transform a mundane coin into an artifact of fascination, as these errors are not only rare, but uniquely distinct. No two flawed coins are ever exactly the same. What drives up the price of these unusual coins is a potent mix of scarcity, condition, and collector demand. In pristine mint state, with clear visible anomalies or signs of mint experimentation, a 1981 Liberty Nickel could fetch upwards of $10,000 or more. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC with high marks, especially if labeled as error coins, become instant sensations among elite collectors. Their rarity drives a bidding frenzy, and collectors worldwide scour estate sales, flea markets, and old jars in search of these seemingly average nickels that could be hiding extraordinary secrets beneath their worn surfaces. That it's important to understand that coin collecting is not just in the vast ocean of circulating coins. Most go unnoticed. But every now and then, a coin like the 1981 Liberty Nickel, rich with error, mystery, or unique features, surfaces and turns an average person into an overnight millionaire. Stories abound of coins selling for 6 or even 7 figures, and while those examples are incredibly rare, they ignite a spark in collectors and casual owners alike. The dream that your pocket change could hide a hidden gem is not unfounded, and it's this hope that gives old coins a magical, almost mystical significance. Many of these rare nickels remain hidden in plain sight, quietly residing in coin jars, tucked away in old wallets, or forgotten in boxes of keepsakes. Their plain appearance is deceptive because only a trained eye or professional appraisal can reveal their true value. If you suspect you might possess a 1981 Liberty 5-cent coin with unusual markings, don't rush to spend it. Preserve it. Examine it carefully. Consider professional grading, because that ordinary-looking nickel could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth, transforming your fortunes overnight. In today's collector market, fueled by online auctions and global interest, the value of rare U.S. coins continues to skyrocket. Whether driven by historical passion or the thrill of potential riches, collectors pay handsomely for pieces of numismatic mystery. The 1981 Liberty Nickel is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of hidden opportunity. So before you dismiss your old change as worthless, take a second look. Because that one coin, that one humble 5-cent piece, may just be the key to your financial freedom. Second up, the world of coin collecting is filled with surprises, but few are as fascinating or potentially life-changing as the rare and highly sought-after bicentennial USA 5-cent coins from 1982, often mistaken for common pocket change. These coins are not just currency, they're hidden gems of American history. Although the official bicentennial celebration was in 1976, a number of unique coins bearing the Liberty design and minted around the early 1980s have stirred collectors' excitement due to striking errors, limited runs, or mysterious anomalies. The 1982 Liberty-themed 5-cent coins, in particular, are now legendary among numismatists for their supposed ties to experimental minting and extremely low survival rates. Their value today could skyrocket well beyond imagination, with some private sales rumored to fetch hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Part of what makes the 1982 Liberty 5-cent coin so rare is the mystery that surrounds its very existence. Official U.S. Mint records don't show a bicentennial version of the 5-cent coin released that year, yet coin collectors and auction houses have unearthed pieces with unusual designs, die marks, or features reminiscent of commemorative issues. Some versions include superimposed values, misplaced mint marks, doubled dies, or even fragments of other coin designs, suggesting these were never intended for public release. Such anomalies are priceless to collectors because they can't be replicated, and more importantly, they were never meant to exist in the first place. That's what makes them so wildly valuable in today's market. The true treasure lies in the imperfections. Coins that were struck off-center, minted on the wrong metal planchet, or display ghostly images due to multiple strikes. These errors make the coins not only visually fascinating, but also historically significant. Experts speculate that some of these 1982 5-cent Liberty coins could have been test strikes or transitional errors during a period of change in minting standards. If you happen to stumble upon a coin with odd coloring, weight discrepancies, or design overlaps, don't overlook it. What appears to be a small flaw to the untrained eye might be worth a small fortune to the right collector. And it's not just professional collectors who are reaping the benefits. Ordinary people have discovered these rare 1982 coins tucked away in old jars, handed down in family heirlooms, or forgotten in desk drawers. Stories abound of individuals selling what they thought were ordinary nickels, only to discover their true value after expert appraisal. In some cases, these coins have fetched 5 or 6 figures in private sales or auctions. Imagine a single nickel turning into a windfall that pays off your debts, buys you a home, or secures your retirement. That's the kind of unexpected fortune these rare Liberty nickels can bring. What gives these coins their massive appeal, beyond rarity, is the emotional and patriotic connection they offer. Coins from the bicentennial era carry an inherent historical value because they commemorate the 200th anniversary of America's independence. When combined with errors or unauthorized minting runs, they become symbols of a rare moment in minting history, a blend of celebration and mystery. That connection fuels the demand, and as more collectors enter the market, the bidding wars for these pieces grow increasingly competitive. Some wealthy collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices just to complete their collections or own a piece of American legend that in today's market. Rarity isn't the only factor driving the price of a coin. Presentation, provenance, and certification play a massive role. If your 1982 Liberty 5-cent coin is in pristine or uncirculated condition, or it comes with authentication from a respected grading agency, its value could multiply tenfold. Even worn coins with significant errors are treated as prized possessions. Coin dealers, auctioneers, and private investors alike are constantly searching for these overlooked treasures, sometimes traveling across states or countries to secure just one example of these mythical coins. The market is hungry, and the hunt is never-ending. That it's crucial to understand that not all 1982 5-cent coins will be worth millions, but some will. So, before you drop that old nickel into a vending machine or toss it in your change jar, take a moment to inspect it. especially if it's from 1982 and bears the Liberty design. These might not be ordinary coins at all. They could be extremely rare bicentennial treasures hiding in plain sight, ready to change your financial destiny overnight. Owning one of these coins is like holding a piece of forgotten American history, one that the world is only just beginning to rediscover. Don't ignore the value that could be resting right in your pocket. In the realm of rare coins, every detail counts, and your next lucky find could turn you into a millionaire. Second up, the world of coin collecting is filled with surprises, but few are as fascinating or potentially life-changing as the rare and highly sought-after bicentennial USA 5-cent coins from 1982, often mistaken for common pocket change. These coins are not just currency, they're hidden gems of American history. Although the official bicentennial celebration was in 1976, a number of unique coins bearing the Liberty design and minted around the early 1980s have stirred collectors' excitement due to striking errors, limited runs, or mysterious anomalies. The 1982 Liberty-themed 5-cent coins, in particular, are now legendary among numismatists for their supposed ties to experimental minting and extremely low survival rates. Their value today could skyrocket well beyond imagination, with some private sales rumored to fetch hundreds of thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Part of what makes the 1982 Liberty 5-cent coin so rare is the mystery that surrounds its very existence. Official U.S. Mint records don't show a bicentennial version of the 5-cent coin released that year, yet coin collectors and auction houses have unearthed pieces with unusual designs, die marks, or features reminiscent of commemorative issues. Some versions include superimposed values, misplaced mint marks, doubled dies, or even fragments of other coin designs, suggesting these were never intended for public release. Such anomalies are priceless to collectors because they can't be replicated, and more importantly, they were never meant to exist in the first place. That's what makes them so wildly valuable in today's market. The true treasure lies in the imperfections. Coins that were struck off-center, minted on the wrong metal planchet, or display ghostly images due to multiple strikes. These errors make the coins not only visually fascinating, but also historically significant. Experts speculate that some of these 1982 5-cent Liberty coins could have been test strikes or transitional errors during a period of change in minting standards. If you happen to stumble upon a coin with odd coloring, weight discrepancies, or design overlaps, don't overlook it. What appears to be a small flaw to the untrained eye might be worth a small fortune to the right collector. And it's not just professional collectors who are reaping the benefits. Ordinary people have discovered these rare 1982 coins tucked away in old jars, handed down in family heirlooms, or forgotten in desk drawers. Stories abound of individuals selling what they thought were ordinary nickels, only to discover their true value after expert appraisal. In some cases, these coins have fetched 5 or 6 figures in private sales or auctions. Imagine a single nickel turning into a windfall that pays off your debts, buys you a home, or secures your retirement. That's the kind of unexpected fortune these rare Liberty nickels can bring. What gives these coins their massive appeal, beyond rarity, is the emotional and patriotic connection they offer. Coins from the bicentennial era carry an inherent historical value because they commemorate the 200th anniversary of America's independence. When combined with errors or unauthorized minting runs, they become symbols of a rare moment in minting history, a blend of celebration and mystery. That connection fuels the demand, and as more collectors enter the market, the bidding wars for these pieces grow increasingly competitive. Some wealthy collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices just to complete their collections or own a piece of American legend that in today's market. Rarity isn't the only factor driving the price of a coin. Presentation, provenance, and certification play a massive role. If your 1982 Liberty 5-cent coin is in pristine or uncirculated condition, or it comes with authentication from a respected grading agency, its value could multiply tenfold. Even worn coins with significant errors are treated as prized possessions. Coin dealers, auctioneers, and private investors alike are constantly searching for these overlooked treasures, sometimes traveling across states or countries to secure just one example of these mythical coins. The market is hungry, and the hunt is never-ending, that it's crucial to understand that not all 1982 5-cent coins will be worth millions, but some will. So, before you drop that old nickel into a vending machine or toss it in your change jar, take a moment to inspect it. Especially if it's from 1982 and bears the Liberty design, these might not be ordinary coins at all. They could be extremely rare bicentennial treasures hiding in plain sight, ready to change your financial destiny overnight. Owning one of these coins is like holding a piece of forgotten American history, one that the world is only just beginning to rediscover. Don't ignore the value that could be resting right in your pocket. In the realm of rare coins, every detail counts, and your next lucky find could turn you into a millionaire. Fourth up, if you're holding on to a 1984 Liberty 5-cent coin and wondering if it could be worth more than face value, you might be in for an eye-opening surprise. Though 1984 isn't an official bicentennial year, many coin collectors mistakenly associate various rare and limited edition coins with the bicentennial label due to their patriotic themes and historic motifs. But here's the truth. While the official bicentennial coins were minted in 1976 to celebrate 200 years of American independence, some coins minted in the early 80s, especially the Liberty-themed coins, have captured massive collector attention due to their rarity, mint errors, or unique finishes. And among these, the 1984 Liberty Nickel, if it's a rare variety, can indeed command unbelievable prices in today's numismatic market. The most valuable versions of the 1984 Liberty 5-cent coin are those that feature critical minting errors or limited production anomalies. These are not your everyday nickels. We're talking about double die strikes, off-center minting, incorrect planchet strikes, and highly polished proof finishes that somehow entered regular circulation. For example, a 1984 5-cent coin with a full steps Jefferson and deep cameo finish, mistakenly released into circulation, can be a small treasure. A pristine example in mint state, especially one with certified grading from PCGS or NGC, could easily fetch thousands of dollars or more in a competitive auction. These are not myths. These coins have changed hands for incredible sums among serious collectors. What adds an aura of mystery and magnetism to these coins is their unpredictability. Imagine a coin struck just slightly off-center, with the Liberty inscription shadowed or distorted, or a coin that accidentally received a double impression of the date. In the collecting world, these are golden tickets. Such error coins are extremely scarce and are prized because of their freakish uniqueness. They're not just mistakes, they're miracles of history, unintentional artworks forged by the mint itself. And when those errors happen on a coin that already carries historic themes or patriotic imagery, it becomes even more desirable to collectors hungry for one-of-a-kind finds. Now imagine finding such a coin in your old coin jar, or handed to you as change at a local store, an everyday object turned multi-million-dollar relic. That's the kind of magic the rare coin world is made of. Collectors and investors alike are always scanning for overlooked treasures, and 5-cent coins like these are often underestimated because of their small denomination. But don't let the face value fool you. In numismatics, rarity, condition, and uniqueness outweigh denomination every single time. A flawless or error-marked Liberty Nickel from 1984 can become a centerpiece in a collector's gallery and a money-minting marvel for its lucky owner. One fascinating aspect of the rare coin market is that its value isn't just based on historical worth. It's also powered by emotion, patriotism, and nostalgia. Coins that evoke a feeling of national pride or reflect the American spirit often sell for higher premiums. The 1984 Liberty coins tap directly into that sentiment. They're a throwback to the era of strong American iconography and craftsmanship, making them a collector's dream. Even without a commemorative label, their symbolic design and ties to American history boost their status among enthusiasts. It's not just metal, it's memory, legacy, and culture cast in nickel and copper. What truly sends the value of some 1984 Liberty coins soaring into the millions is the influence of professional coin graders and the market's hunger for high-quality specimens. A coin graded MS 68 or above, that's mint state on a 70-point scale, is nearly flawless and can be auctioned off at record-breaking prices. Coins with deep mirror-like surfaces, strong strike details, and full original luster are few and far between. Combine that with a striking error and a limited population, and you've got yourself a coin worth more than luxury cars or real estate. Yes, a 5-cent coin can outvalue a mansion, if it's the right one. But even more thrilling is how these coins have created overnight millionaires. There are verified stories of people finding rare error nickels in old family stashes, coin rolls from the bank, or forgotten collections handed down. So before you drop that old nickel into a vending machine or toss it in a jar, take a second look. Examine every detail: mint mark, strike quality, inscriptions, even the steps of Monticello. You might be holding an ultra-rare piece that's quietly worth millions. The beauty of rare coin collecting is that sometimes the most ordinary-looking coin hides an extraordinary secret. And if your 1984 Liberty coin fits the right mold, it could be your passport to riches. Treat every coin like a mystery waiting to be solved, because one day, your pocket change might just change your life forever. Next up in the world of coin collecting, few things ignite as much excitement and mystery as rare bicentennial USA coins, especially the elusive and myth-shrouded 1985 Liberty 5-cent coins. Though the official bicentennial celebration was marked in 1976, some coins from the early to mid-1980s have captured the imagination of collectors due to misstrikes, anomalies, and unofficial commemoratives believed to have slipped into circulation. The so-called 1985 Liberty bicentennial 5-cent coins are at the center of this fascination, with their supposed links to rare minting errors, low mintage strikes, and collector prototypes that never reached mass circulation. These are not just coins. They are potential golden tickets hiding in plain sight. What makes the 1985 Liberty 5-cent coin so captivating is the confusion surrounding its existence. The U.S. Mint did not release an official bicentennial 5-cent coin for 1985, yet rumors persist about coins from that year featuring special dies, unique inscriptions, or design elements commemorating liberty or historical milestones. Collectors have reported owning Jefferson Nickels dated 1985 with unusual features like doubled dies, off-center strikes, and even repunched mint marks, all of which dramatically raise their value. It is these rare, unintentional variations that can turn an ordinary 5-cent piece into a numismatic treasure potentially worth thousands, if not millions, depending on its condition, rarity, and provenance. Imagine holding a coin that appears completely average at first glance, but under a magnifying glass reveals a rare mint error, a doubled Liberty, a ghost-like second date, or a misaligned die impression. These subtle details are what drive collectors wild. Coins with full steps on Monticello, pristine surfaces, and high mint state grades, MS 67 or above, are already valuable. Add in a dramatic error or unique anomaly, and that 1985 nickel suddenly becomes the stuff of legends. Stories circulate of coins sold at private auctions for staggering amounts simply because of a unique strike or an obscure minting mistake unnoticed by the average eye. Beneath the surface of this coin legend lies a powerful narrative that ordinary people might possess untold wealth tucked away in a drawer or jar of change. The idea that a 1985 Liberty nickel, meant to be just a common coin, could actually be a prototype, a test strike, or a forgotten commemorative adds to its allure. It taps into something emotional: hope, discovery, and the chance that fate has placed a rare fortune in the palm of your hand. It's this dream, this romantic possibility, that drives collectors and everyday people alike to dig through their spare change with a renewed sense of purpose and curiosity. Even more fascinating is the mystery of private mints or rogue die engravings. Throughout history, there have been instances of mint workers creating unofficial coins during off hours, resulting in highly valuable errors or variants. A handful of 1985 nickels may be the result of such incidents. Coins featuring commemorative elements meant for internal testing or scrap design ideas never intended to see the light of day. Their presence in circulation is not just rare, it's borderline miraculous. The shadowy nature of these potential mintage events only fuels the mythos surrounding these coins, making them coveted by elite collectors who thrive on exclusivity and rarity. The value of these rare 1985 nickels isn't just rooted in numismatics. It's in the cultural story they tell. They symbolize America's deep connection to its history, freedom, and the unpredictable magic of the minting process. When you hold one, you're holding more than just metal. You're holding a whisper of forgotten events, silent hands at the mint, and the unintentional creation of a legend. For collectors, that emotional connection amplifies the coin's worth beyond measure. Some private dealers have placed prices of $50,000 to $500,000 on certain rare examples, especially those with prominent mint errors or undocumented varieties. If you happen to possess a 1985 Liberty Nickel or any coin that seems off or unusual, don't rush to spend it or toss it aside. Take the time to examine it carefully. Look for doubled dies, off-center images, ghost dates, or any unusual markings. Even a slightly misaligned mint mark can skyrocket its value. The message is clear. The world of coins is not just for historians or wealthy collectors. It's for dreamers, explorers, and everyday people who dare to believe in possibility. The 1985 Liberty Bicentennial 5-cent coin may be a symbol of that possibility. In a world where stories of overnight millionaires and unexpected treasure finds dominate the headlines, it's not just wishful thinking, it's real. So, take another look at your old coins. That one piece you nearly gave away might just be the fortune you never expected, quietly waiting to be discovered in your very own pocket. Next up in the thrilling world of coin collecting, few pieces stir as much excitement and curiosity as the so-called bicentennial rare coins, especially those elusive 1986 Liberty 5-cent coins, which are surrounded by a whirlwind of rumors, mystery, and millionaire fantasies. Although the U.S. Mint officially released bicentennial coins only in 1976, the fascination with these coins has led many collectors and treasure seekers to associate any unusual 5-cent Liberty coins from the 1980s with hidden value. The idea that a common nickel could secretly be worth thousands, or even millions, adds an irresistible allure for hopeful fortune hunters across the nation. Could your pocket change be a gateway to unimaginable wealth? Many believe so. The mystique surrounding these coins comes not from official releases, but from the rare minting errors, off-metal strikes, and limited production test pieces that sometimes make their way into circulation. A 1986 Liberty 5-cent coin might appear ordinary at first glance, but under a magnifying glass, certain telltale anomalies, like double die strikes, off-center printing, or a unique metallic composition, can set it apart. It's these rare physical quirks that skyrocket a coin's value far beyond its face. Collectors and auction houses alike are constantly on the hunt for these minting misfits, which can fetch staggering amounts at high-end sales, sometimes breaking records previously set by legendary numismatic finds. Imagine the thrill of discovering such a coin tucked away in an old jar or forgotten drawer. You could be holding a piece of history that survived unnoticed for decades, an unintentional heirloom with the power to transform your financial destiny. Some of these coins feature errors so rare that only a handful are believed to exist, making them not only financially valuable, but historically significant as well. Their scarcity and unique backstories turn them into museum-worthy artifacts and status symbols for elite collectors, some of whom are willing to pay 6 or 7 figures for the chance to own them. The buzz around 1986 Liberty Nickels has intensified due to widespread social media speculation and dramatic headlines claiming ordinary coins worth millions. While many of these stories are exaggerated, there is a kernel of truth in the chaos. Coins minted during transitional years or under experimental conditions often yield shocking anomalies, such as using leftover planchets, coin blanks, from other denominations, or metals not intended for that year's issue. If a 1986 Liberty 5-cent coin were found struck on a silver planchet, for example, it could be worth well over $100,000 to the right buyer. And if it's one of a kind, that price could climb to the $1 million mark. Collectors should also keep their eyes peeled for design irregularities. A rare variant of the Jefferson Nickel could include doubled lettering in Liberty or In God We Trust, misaligned dates, or even die cracks, each a fingerprint of rarity that could skyrocket value. It's not about the shine or the age. It's about the story the coin tells through its flaws. These flaws, ironically, make the coin perfect in the eyes of seasoned numismatists who consider such errors to be golden opportunities. These coins aren't just currency. They're relics of accidental artistry that survive the mint's rigorous quality controls. Many life-changing coin finds happen not in high-security vaults, but in the most mundane places, under couch cushions, in old piggy banks, or inside heirloom coin albums passed down from grandparents. For years, families have unknowingly stored fortunes in the form of overlooked nickels, unaware of the hidden treasure within. The next time you come across an old Liberty coin, especially one dated 1986, look closer. That simple nickel might not just be change. It could be your ticket to financial freedom, a silent fortune waiting to be claimed. While some critics dismiss the Millionaire coin stories as urban legends, the numismatic market tells a different tale. Auction records prove that rare error nickels have indeed sold for tens, and even hundreds, of thousands of dollars. This reality fuels the ongoing treasure hunt for rare bicentennial and Liberty coins, creating a fever-pitch frenzy among collectors and everyday people alike. The dream of turning 5 cents into a fortune is alive and well, and it all starts with awareness. Knowing what to look for is half the battle. In a world where luck often feels out of reach, the 1986 Liberty 5-cent coin embodies the thrilling possibility that fate can be found in the smallest, most ordinary things. Whether it's the hope of discovering a life-altering error coin or the sheer joy of collecting rare American history, these nickels are far more than spare change. They are symbols of possibility, proof that value isn't always where it appears, and reminders that sometimes fortune doesn't knock, it jingles in your pocket. Next up to in the hidden within the folds of American numismatic history lies a mythos of unimaginable wealth, a legend born not in gold or silver, but in seemingly ordinary coins passed through the hands of everyday citizens. Among the most talked about are the elusive bicentennial rare USA 5-cent coins. But when it comes to coins dated 1988 with a Liberty imprint, there's a fascinating twist. No official bicentennial coins were struck in that year. This anomaly itself has fueled wild speculation and curiosity, spawning tales of mysterious misprints, experimental mintings, and private strikes that might exist in secret collections. The phrase "value superimposed" only adds intrigue, hinting at special dies, double strikes, or design overlays that could command outrageous prices if authenticated. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare, so misunderstood, that experts are still debating its origin. Some believe that in the late 80s, certain experimental dies might have been used, either as test runs or error batches, featuring residual designs from the 1976 bicentennial celebrations. This includes the well-known colonial drummer boy reverse, or the torch motif that represented America's fiery independence. If such a 1988 nickel exists with a misprinted or misplaced bicentennial feature, its rarity would be astronomical. And in the coin collecting world, rarity is king. Just one verified specimen with a design anomaly from that year could fetch tens, or even hundreds, of thousands of dollars at auction. Standard circulation nickels are typically dismissed by most people as pocket change, but therein lies the treasure. In the hunt for fortune, collectors and dealers alike scrutinize every edge, every worn surface, every misaligned mint mark. There are whispers of 1988 Jefferson Nickels struck on planchets intended for other denominations, dimes, foreign coins, even copper blanks. Others might bear double die obverse, showing two overlapping images, or rare repunched mint marks that were common in transitional years. When these anomalies are paired with patriotic symbolism, like remnants of bicentennial design, they ignite bidding wars that catapult prices to unbelievable heights. That it's this potential for error-based rarity that elevates certain coins to near-mythic status. The concept of a superimposed value, or hybrid imagery, has collectors salivating at the possibility of owning a piece that shouldn't exist. Picture a coin with Thomas Jefferson's portrait, but subtly shadowed by an outline of the Liberty Bell. Or Independence Hall, artifacts of the bicentennial series somehow transferred into a post-celebration era. That contradiction is what drives the hype. If even a single authentic example came to light, collectors would clamor for it, like modern-day prospectors discovering a lost vein of gold. Don't be fooled by the coin's humble appearance. In fact, the more ordinary it looks, the more thrilling the discovery. History tells us that some of the most valuable coins ever sold weren't gold-plated or bedazzled with jewels. They were errors, anomalies, misfits. Coins like the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double-die Lincoln cent are now million-dollar items because of these quirks. A 1988 nickel with a bicentennial twist would join that prestigious club instantly. The message is clear. The next fortune-making coin could be hiding in your jar of loose change, unassuming and dusty, just waiting to be noticed. Oh, how does one determine if their 1988 Liberty nickel is one of these legendary rarities? It starts with a magnifying glass and a careful eye. Look for doubling in the Liberty inscription, unusual spacing in the date, or strange overlays on Jefferson's profile. Flip it over and study the Monticello building. Is there anything off-center, any unusual shape embedded in the design? These micro-details, often invisible to the untrained eye, are like keys to a vault. And the right vault could hold a 6- or 7-figure payout. The demand for such coins has only increased on the end. What makes these coins so magnetic is the dream they offer. The possibility that immense wealth could be sitting, forgotten, in a drawer or couch cushion. They blend American history with the thrill of a treasure hunt, all wrapped in a tiny piece of metal no larger than a bottle cap. The next time you hear the clink of coins in your pocket, listen a little closer. One of them might just be the coin that rewrites your destiny. Rare old USA coins, especially Bicentennial and Liberty series from the 1980s, can hold incredible value due to unique minting errors, limited circulation, or historical significance. Some of these coins, often overlooked in everyday change, have fetched thousands, even millions, at auctions. Collectors eagerly seek coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or special